Assalamu alaikum, inshallah you're well guys. So 2022 is now closed out and we're now in 2023 and inshallah this year will be a big year for me. There's a few big work projects that I've got to deliver in the next couple of months and then I'm spending a lot of time focusing on personal projects which inshallah I'll update you on in due course. And I don't know about you guys, but I was reflecting over the holiday period and it dawned upon me that how quickly 2022 has flown by and I've not even achieved half the things I set out to do at the beginning of the year. And inshallah I was reflecting on some lessons which I wanted to share with you today. The first lesson, which is by far the biggest, is just do it. And this has come from working on a personal project for over 18 months now. And inshallah, you're going to hear about this soon because we'll be ready to launch within the next month. In my opinion, working on this for 18 months is criminal. I should have turned this around in 1 year at the most. And why did it take so long? Because I'm a perfectionist. I wanted everything to be perfect. And over time, I realized this was the wrong mindset to have. Yes, it is good to be detail orientated, but not to the extent that you're wasting time. Now that we're almost there, I'm letting things slide a bit more. I'm accepting that things may not be perfect, but inshallah, once we've launched, we'll be able to improve and learn from user experiences. The other thing to note is if you launch something which you know isn't perfect, firstly, like I said, you're going to make improvements as you learn from user experiences. And secondly, you know it isn't perfect. So that may spur you on to take quicker action to improve things. So whether it's starting a new side hustle, looking for another job, or learning a new skill, inshallah, just do it. The second lesson, which to be honest, I find very hard to deal with, and I'll be dealing with this and learning for the rest of my life, is that it's okay to let people down. Now, this was there in 2021 too, and it's the amount of time I'm spending on my phone, which is partly due to the fact that I'm creating content and responding to people's messages. But it's got to the point where I noticed I was prioritizing sending a message or checking for an update on my phone over whatever activity I'm supposed to be present at. That's not healthy. It's not good to be spending so much time on your phone. And inshallah, you may have noticed some changes already. I'm sorry, but my response time is now much longer. I tend to keep my messages short and sweet now. And where I've spoken about something before, I tend to redirect people to my YouTube channel. Helping people is good, and I would never say don't help someone. But if it comes at a cost of sacrificing yourself or other commitments, then it's not worth it. Focus on yourself before you try and help the world. Third one is more personal to me, but I'm sure it applies to many others, and that is focus on your health, both mental and physical. I've been working from home a lot since COVID, like many others. And I found that working from home can mess up your routine. I find that I can be more tired when I'm at home. I find that my mood can change. I feel enclosed in my workspace and I'm not having the normal walking meetings that I would have when I'm in the office. That can then have a huge impact on productivity. That's why I'm a big fan of a hybrid model where you spend at least a couple of days in the office per week so you can have healthy interactions and make sure that you're keeping a routine. Then obviously guys, physical health goes hand in hand and it doesn't have to be going to the gym or doing a sport. It can be just going for a walk each day. There's some brothers out there who post their daily walking achievements on their WhatsApp statuses. Alhamdulillah, they know who they are. And I'm looking at their statuses and they've done something ridiculous like walked 10 miles in a day. And I'm there sat at home not having even reached 1,000 steps. Definitely an area we all need to focus on. And I found that my excuse has always been, I need to prioritize a sit-down task. I can't go to the gym because I've got something else to do. But I need to condition my mind that by not doing any physical activity, I'm being less productive. So I'm actually wasting more time on a sit-down activity, which should in reality take less. The final lesson is don't fear the unknown. And this has come from my move into a new role. So you guys know this year I moved out of my comfort zone from internal audit into a new role as the inventory control manager. Now I'm enjoying the role, but for a large part, there wasn't what I would say fear. Maybe fear is not the right word. I'd say worry or concern is a better word of what to expect, what the future looked like in this role, because it was all brand new to me. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I'm delivering on a few big projects at the beginning of the year, and there's a lot of contingency planning involved for what could go wrong. And I found that when you're contingency planning, your mind can wander. That can lead to time wasting, where you're thinking about situations which may not even happen. Biggest thing to accept is that you can't control the unknown, and there's no point planning or worrying about something which may not even happen. Take life as it comes. Obviously, that doesn't mean you don't plan for anything, but just be mindful that Allah Azza wa Jal is the best of planners, and there will be things that are completely out of your control. Inshallah, I'm going to leave it there, guys. As always, any questions or queries, please feel free to comment below or message me on Instagram.